BBC Hooniverse.
You're watching the TGM production.
Tom Mason. Hello, and welcome to the Blue Box, the show where the format each episode changes, develops, moves on, moves further. Today, we're doing a short film about what is going to happen with the Tom Mason YouTube channel. Yesterday, the 4th of August, I didn't upload anything to this channel, but instead, I did 2 interviews over on the Tom's Comedy Club YouTube channel. One with Bella Humphries, and the other with Sophie, Matthew and Turner. For Bella Humphries was for One Comedian 8 Questions about her upcoming Edinburgh Fringe show, and the other one with Sophie Matthew Turner was for One Performer 8 Questions about her upcoming Edinburgh Fringe show. Now, on this channel, it was discussions about Doctor Who or all things Doctor Who in general, from reviewing Doctor Who visually, reviewing audio Doctor Who, talking about the books, magazines, discussing thoughts on Doctor Who worldwide, doing panel shows, sketch shows, sitcoms, dramas with my own Doctor Who fan theory that are now as many spin-offs. But that's the thing, it was never just one thing. I remember when I didn't do full-time Doctor Who on this channel and I had Doctor Who bits and bobs in it, and then I made a video where I just went, no. My passion is Doctor Who, and that is what I'm talking about. That is my passion, and that is what I'm talking about. And that's what I did. Over the last few years, I felt like I've been covering every single topic possible. I repeat myself 50 million times, or whatever, right? I created a new series called Meet the Whovians, where I was introducing new comedy characters, which is no longer happening. Meet the Whovians will still exist, but it will no longer be introducing new comedy characters, but it'll be introducing in a more permanent Doctor Who sense the comedy characters I already have, because I've now, out of all the comedy characters, I've now listed 7 that I've got to stick around. Sadly, that does mean Terry Caution, my unit-based comedy character, is on the cutting room floor, but I have got Raven Coolbread, who's been around with the Doctor, and I have got Pete the Elder, that was part of Countermeasure. Which I don't know why I kept it called Countermeasurement, because it wasn't, it's just Countermeasure. So, it's got a longer title than that, but the audio series that the team's from, it's Countermeasure. Anyway, so I run all these things, and I never have a purpose in a sense of what is all this, because at my core, right, my heart, where my heart is here, because I'm not pointing in the right direction, obviously, I'm a filmmaker. I call these, what I'm doing now is a film. I don't call it a video, I call it a film, right? I call it discussion. So Albert Flowerpot's going to be on this channel soon doing a discussion video, apparently, a discussion series. Yeah, and I'm going to write that on my website, discussions, because that's what he does. So I'm trying to get more acting in this. I'm trying to do monologues. I'm trying to do sketch shows, sitcoms, dramas, spin-offs, visual, audio, whatever. And it's becoming what is perceived as this tricky thing, because I don't want to write the in titles now, like I did Doctors Continue, which will confuse the medical doctors fans on the fans of the daytime soap, which I was. And so, having I've had too many of those, and when I look back at this channel, there's too many of the things that I did. Who Archives, which now is better than episode 2 was better than episode 1, but I shouldn't have to do that. I made a video once where I just filmed this poster, and really, what's interesting about this? Not the one I was talking about, or just a still image of a Dalek, and every so often I pick up Jurassic and go, Oh, look, it's Drashik. It's Drashik. So I'm working on, at the moment, a Doctor Who stand-up special. I don't know what hour. I'm working on more episodes of Time Hoppers, because now I've brought it to this YouTube channel rather than having it on its own YouTube channel. I'm working on a lot of things in the world of Doctor Who. I said this in an article I wrote on Substack about Doctor Who fan projects, and I'm gonna probably go into more detail on a new Substack article I'm writing about my own Doctor Who fan series, and really go into all this in more detail, because it's truly how I feel is that every time you see someone doing something in the world of Doctor Who, I'm going, I'm not doing enough Doctor Who, and then when you see someone in the world of comedy and stand-up saying, I'm not doing enough stand-up, and I shouldn't have to feel like that. I love and want to write for Doctor Who magazine. I want to write a Big Finish story. I want to act in a Big Finish Doctor Who story. I want to appear either as an extra, a companion, or whatever in the world of Doctor Who TV. I want to appear on Doctor Who TV, Doctor Who Audio. I want to write for Doctor Who magazine. I want to write for the thing. And you sit in this world where, yes, that's possible, because people like Bex Axford and Miles Taylor, and they're the only two very much close. Jacob Dudman's an actor really at the end of the day. Miles Taylor is the closest to me that I can think of. But things like that I want to be able to do, and you have to try and find what's the middle ground, because doing stuff like this isn't really going to get me there. That's why I attempt to do all these things. Some of my comedy characters were born here. Bingo Bob, Disco Dave, and I'm trying to get them to also I'm trying to get them to do stand-up over on Tom's Comedy Club, so I can branch them away from this, because I've got ideas for them and whatnot. I love Doctor Who, and I think it's incredible. I love the adventures, I love the time travel, I love the audio, I love everything about it. And I'm listening to the new Circuit Breaking audiobook, which I'm going to review, so I've got some opinions on whether or not it really works standalone, because I've not delved into, this is my first part of Circuit Breakers I've actually delved into, and I've never really interacted with Circuit Breakers otherwise, so I'm not too sure whether or not it's a good entrance in. And I'm going to review that, and I'm going to review more Big Finish, and it's all going to happen. But I just think that I need to find what I'm looking for. The Blue Box is a series where things will change. The next episode will be different to this episode and whatnot, and that's fine, because I'm trying to find what format I want to use. And I wanted to discuss this, but keep it in the realms of Doctor Who. So, mentioning Drashik, mentioning among other Daleks, mentioning among other Simon, mentioning Circuit Breakers, keeps it Doctor Who. So, overall, I'm trying to develop and learn what to do in here, because I'm a filmmaker and I'm trying to make these more filmatic. Over the next coming weeks, you'll see me attempting to try different camera angles, different camera movements, and trying to film in other places to try and make sure they're more filmatic than just static.
Don't forget to subscribe to the official Tom Mason YouTube channel.